Do you know what the toughest battle in the world is? It's not climbing Mount Everest. It's not running an ultra-marathon. It's standing in front of your own fears, insecurities, and emotional wounds, and refusing to back down. Building emotional strength isn't about putting on armor to look tough. It's about being brave enough to take the armor off. And nobody has articulated that better than Brené Brown. She showed the world that courage, the absence of vulnerability, it's the full embrace of it. But let's get this straight. Emotional strength is not a soft skill. It's not some fluffy concept reserved for self-help books. Emotional strength is a hardcore life skill. It's the edge you need when your world turns upside down. It's the resilience that lets you get up after the job rejection, after the breakup, after the failure, and walk back into the arena when your knees are shaking. Here's the truth. Emotional strength doesn't just show up, you build it. And like Brene says, it's built in the small, gritty, uncomfortable moments where most people want to run. You build emotional strength the same way you build physical muscle by working through resistance. The difference is, this resistance is emotional pain, shame, fear, uncertainty. Every time you choose to face it instead of avoiding it, you grow stronger. You want to build emotional strength like Brené Brown? Start by daring to be vulnerable. Vulnerability isn't weakness. Weakness is hiding from your truth. Vulnerability is standing in it, knowing you could get hurt, but choosing honesty over comfort. It's sending the message, this is who I am, even if you don't approve. Think about this. Every strong person you admire, every leader, creator, and game changer has faced humiliation, rejection, and self-doubt. The difference is, they didn't let those moments define them. They didn't hide from their story, they owned it. And the moment you own your story, it loses its power to control you. Now, hear us the part most people don't want to hear. Building emotional strength requires sitting with discomfort. Brene calls it leaning into the discomfort. Because the growth you want is always on the other side of that awkward, painful space you keep avoiding. The truth is, emotional strength is not built in moments of ease. It's built in moments of tension, when the pressure is on, when the criticism stings, when you want to disappear but you choose to show up anyway. That's when your emotional muscles tear and rebuild stronger, tougher, unbreakable. But let's be real, emotional strength isn't about always winning. It's about refusing to quit when you lose. It's about staying grounded when your reputation takes a hit. It's about holding on to yourself, worth when the world is pointing fingers. There will be times when you fail publicly. Times when people talk. Times when you question everything. And in those moments, you will be tempted to protect yourself by shutting down emotionally. Don't. That's the trap. The moment you shut down, you stop growing. Emotional strength demands that you stay open even when it hurts. Brené Brown talks about the arena, the place where you take risks and live fully. In the arena, you will get knocked down. But she also says, if you're not in the arena getting your butt kicked, I'm not interested in your feedback. And that's a powerful truth. Stop giving your energy to critics who aren't even brave enough to be in the fight. Emotional strength is learning to separate valuable feedback from worthless noise. It's not about pleasing everyone. It's about staying true to yourself while you're covered in dust, sweat, and maybe even blood. Here's the thing about emotional strength, no one can give it to you. No book, no speech, not even Brené Brown herself can hand it over. You have to live it. You have to choose courage over comfort every single day. This means having hard conversations instead of avoiding them. This means setting boundaries even when it disappoints people. This means forgiving yourself for mistakes instead of drowning in guilt. It's easy to look at people like Brené Brown and think they were just born brave. But the truth is, emotional strength is built through 1,000 moments of falling, standing back up, and moving forward with scars that you're not ashamed of. And if you want to live a powerful life, you have to be willing to live a brave life. Not perfect, not painless, brave. You will never wake up one day fully emotionally strong. This is not a finish line. This is a lifelong discipline. It's about showing up over and over, even when you're tired, even when you're scared, even when your confidence is cracked. And let me tell you something, the moment you stop running from your pain and start standing in it, you become unstoppable. Not because life gets easier, but because you get harder to break. So, today I want you to stop asking, how do I avoid getting hurt? And start asking, how can I get strong enough to handle it? That shift changes everything. That's where emotional resilience lives. Brené Brown didn't just talk about vulnerability and courage, she lived it. She stood in front of her fears, she faced public criticism, she opened her heart knowing she could get crushed. And she came out stronger because of it, and you can too. Your emotional strength will not be built in comfort. It will be built in risk, in courage, in heartbreak, in getting back up again and again. Every time you choose to show up fully, you are forging steel in your soul. So stop waiting for the perfect moment to feel brave. There is no perfect moment, there is only now. Get in the arena. Take the hit, feel the fear, and then stand tall anyway. Because emotional strength is not about never falling, it's about never staying down. And the moment you decide to rise, the moment you commit to showing up fully as yourself, you become the kind of person no failure can destroy. Be that person, build that strength, and watch your life transform.